India and Japan are holding the second part of a 2+2 meeting between the defence and foreign ministers of the two sides. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh met his Japanese counterpart Yasukazu Hamada in Tokyo today. And India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will be meeting his Japanese counterpart Yoshimasa Hayashi. India and Japan are pursuing what India's External Affairs Ministry calls a special strategic and global partnership. They come amid the 70th year of diplomatic relations between the two nations. A Ministry of Defence statement said that the 2+2 dialogue will review bilateral cooperation across domains and chart out the way forward.
Excellency, we believe that our two countries will have a defining role to play in ensuring peace, security and stability in the Indo-Pacific and in Indian Ocean regions. There is a strong consensus in India on advancing our partnership in all the domains of defense.
Singh will meet Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida later during the visit. He will also attend a community event organized by the Embassy of India in Tokyo and interact with the Indian diaspora in Japan. The focus of the 2+2 dialogue is expected to be on ways to further expand bilateral cooperation in areas of defense and security, besides taking stock of the developments in the Indo-Pacific. The 2+2 dialogue with Japan was initiated in 2019. India has been ramping up strategic ties with its key partners in the backdrop of the geopolitical turmoil largely triggered by the Ukraine war and China's aggressive posturing in the Indo-Pacific in particular, and the escalating tensions between Beijing and Taipei in the Taiwan Strait in particular. And for more analysis, our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibbal is now joining us live from New Delhi. Siddhant, welcome to the broadcast. My first question, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has met his Japanese counterpart, of course. Give us some highlights and the focus of this 2+2 meet.
Well, Priyanka, just a short while ago, the Indian Defence Ministry issued a release over the talks between the Indian and the Japanese defence ministers. The key message was free and open Indo-Pacific. That was, in fact, the key point of the entire release. That shows that how both countries have worry over the Chinese aggressive actions we saw with India when it comes to the Galwan incident. With Japan, we saw recently during the Taiwan Strait crisis how there were encroachment by the Chinese forces in their territory, exclusive economic zones. But largely two key points emerged. First, of course, the reciprocal pact on supply and services has been operationalized in the month of March. And secondly, both sides have agreed to have an exercise between the air forces of two countries. And this will be the inaugural such exercise. The second, of course, on 2+2, today's 2+2 is important at a time when, of course, for India, the worry is over an aggressive China. And for Japan, it is just not the aggressive China, but also a Russia, which has invaded Ukraine. In fact, recently, the Indian forces did not join the maritime exercise of the Lost exercises which were taking place in eastern Russia because of the sensitivities relating to Japan. So 2+2 will be discussing a lot of issues, whether it's the Russian invasion of Ukraine or the Taiwan Strait crisis.
Right, Siddhant, thanks so much for those inputs. Thanks for joining us on WION World is One at this hour. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.